Thank you, Scarlett. Yes, good luck. Now, our final guest today is known to millions as one of the desperate housewives. Now she's swapping wisteria lane for walnut cake as she joins our Stacey to take part in the Celebrity Great British Bake Off.
20 famous faces are entering the tent.
Of course it'd be great to win. You can go around saying, I won.
This is in my blood, this is what I was born to do.
Ready for my win.
But have they got the ingredients to be star bakers?
That is going to be the worst cake that's ever been baked in the tent. Ever.
Absolute disaster.
Hell no! Absolute carnage.
I reckon celebrity A&E would be less stressful.
I think he's right. Please welcome Teri.
In the stool.
Watching that back, I mean, when I first heard, they'd asked me to go on the show on the Bake Off, I thought I was quite a baker. When I got in the kitchen, it was very different.
Right.
I mean, how did you find it?
Okay, well, first of all, when they asked me to do it, I was so excited. My daughter and I and all of my friends were huge fans.
You get it in America?
Yeah, we watch it on Netflix, and so we get it after you get it. But you know, I've been known to just sit there for a whole weekend and just watch episode after episode. I mean, I'm just obsessed. I think the reason I love it is because it's so the opposite of the sort of snarky, you know, mean-spirited, some of that kind of reality, and it's just like everyone's like, how's your cake? Oh, how's your cake? You know, how's it going for you?
Oh, but sometimes people are nasty to each other on it.
They sabotage sometimes.
Nasty your face, but then they're secretly opening your oven
Oh,
in
right.
between.
They're taking your ice thing out of the freezer and putting it down by accident.
Are you a baker?
So I think of myself more as a chef than I do as a baker, but I do bake cookies and pies and muffins, not so much cake.
In Desperate Housewives, you poisoned someone. You didn't actually poison anyone in the bake-off.
No, I'm not allowed to tell you what happened in the bake-off, but I can say I didn't poison anyone.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, well, we can't say too much about it because we haven't seen them, obviously.
But
I think yours is next Tuesday.
Yes,
So
yeah.
there was one last night which you weren't in. We haven't seen yours yet.
Okay, yeah, mine's on later.
Yes.
But it was just, I mean, it was the best experience. I was with Alan Carr, I can say that, and Ashley Bay and Kadina Cox, and we just all got along so great. And you know, I know everyone's a fan of the show, like getting to be in that white tent.
What
It's
about
just
the judges? We were talking about intimidation earlier.
yeah.
Intimidated by people. Were
Well,
intimidated by...
I was a little intimidated by Paul.
He's scary. He's always scary.
But I think he wants us to be scared of him. But they are all so nice and so funny and so welcoming, weren't they? I mean,
What about their catchphrases like soggy bottoms?
Yeah, they do.
How does this translate in America when he goes out?
Soggy bottom doesn't really translate. You just, well, it does, because even in America, you're pretty sure you don't want one. You're pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to have.
Yeah, and the reason I asked you do bake, because I know you cook, because you have your own YouTube channel, don't you?
Yes.
At Hatching Change.
Yes.
So you cook on there, which is really nice to see. But you also have your van therapy, which I find fascinating. Because tell people what van therapy is.
Okay, so I started this YouTube channel called Hatching Change, and it was about wanting to have a place where I could change things for the positive. And I was addressing that within the food part, which is called Don't Eat It Out of a Box. So I'm trying to get people to not eat processed foods and hidden sugars. And then the other show is called Van Therapy. I have had for a long time a vintage, oh there it is, a vintage VW bus camper, which I know are really popular here. And I go camping in California and have for many, many years. But I wanted to create like a cool place where I could just talk to strangers about everything. And what I've really noticed in doing these interviews, that particular woman, her name's Andrea, and she was sort of having an empty nest menopause moment that she wanted to talk about, which was close to where I am, so that was a very relatable thing.
So your daughter has
My
left
daughter's
home.
20 and she's at college.
Okay.
She's a second year. She's a sophomore.
So how have you coped?
She has.
How have you coped with the empty nest syndrome?
This is, for me personally, the last year of high school was this anticipatory time of me thinking it's gonna be awful. Like I'm gonna be a mess and sobbing and have nothing to do. But really what happened to me was the opposite, which was, I mean, I didn't actually do this, but I kind of like to think of it as like the second she left, I took off all my clothes, lit up a joint, and just ran around the house. I didn't really do that, but
this is my time.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the idea, and this is what I was sharing with that woman, is that it really can be how you perceive it, and you can perceive it as, you know, you spend a lot of energy for 18 years being a great mom, making your child the focus. And so finally, it's your time. It's your time to be selfish, to pay attention to yourself, to exercise more, to eat better, to, you know, find your new purpose in the world and what you're passionate about.
Interesting what you think of the dad that we showed earlier, whose kid was kicked off the school bus for bullying other kids. And what did you think?
Okay, well, first of all, I thought I need an hour with him in my van to talk about parenting. I don't think it's a quick fix. You know, I took a little bit of a different take on it, which was sometimes I like to look beyond like what the symptom is. And to me, the symptom in that case is this kid is bullying. But I sort of wonder, you know, why do you raise a kid who's a bully? Like, what has happened to make this kid a bully? And I'm afraid to say that on the surface, without talking to him, I kind of feel like if that's the punishment, if the punishment is get behind the car and run with the car, I sort of think, oh, okay, that's why you have a bully. You know, like
he's bullied the son.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, but I know parents, the flip side of that is parents try to do their best, parents try to use the tools they have to raise good children, you know.
You were a great sport and took part in our sketch, which obviously we're hoping will be a series.
It's a hit. Oh, it's a hit.
We all miss Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
If there was ever a chance for that to come back,
I
would you
was
go
the
back?
first person. I never wanted it to be over. I love
What are
those
the
characters.
chances?
I don't think they're very good.
Why?
Well, just because of the creators. I mean, it's not the women. I think the women would probably
Are you
all
in
do
touch
it.
with the other women?
Not so much, but definitely supportive of everything that we're all often doing. Very excited.
well, we would love to
Eva's
see it
about
back.
to have her first baby.
Your YouTube channel, Hatching Change, is really interesting. It's lovely to see you, and thank you for taking part in our sketch. Very much so. Today, tomorrow, Billy Johnson will be here to talk about why she's taken up wrestling, would you please? See you at 12:30.
New to ITVB tonight, the tale of celebrity love and the tabloid pressure and drama that comes with it. From Love Island, Chris and Olivia are cracking on at 10. There's still no sign of Kenneth as the holiday season continues. Join the sun and fun of the Solana tonight at 9. It's all new Benidorm. And on the way next, the latest ITV news.
Every woman has a story to tell. Yours Clothing sponsors Loose Women.
Coming up, CCTV paints a picture of the life of the Russian spy as the government says it's close to working out what poisoned him and his daughter. The clampdown on hidden fees on ticket resale sites. And what did the world's oldest message in a bottle actually say? After the break.
This is gold. She needs to be able to